Today, we're going to talk about keeping your grip dry. Welcome to Padel Smash Academy.
And we are all things paddle.
And that's the biggest issue we have down here in Miami and anywhere where it's really hot and sunny. I mean, you're playing, right? The worst thing is now you're sweating, your hand is sweating, and now your grip is all wet. And every time you go hit a volley or any type of shot where there's big impact, your paddle is turning on you. So how do you deal with that? You're in the first, second set, and now you're getting a towel there. You're trying to clean it, but right afterwards, it's getting wet again. You're losing the grip. So we have a few different products here that we can use.
And we have tested.
Yes. Why don't you talk about the 4-on? I think this is the one that you tested there on the court.
Yes, I have tested the 4-on. I myself, I'm going to be totally honest. After I applied the product, the stickiness felt great, but I played with it and the racket, it was not even moving. I mean, that racket really, you get that mega stickiness on the grip. But I think I put a little bit too much. And my hand was with that stickiness, even though after an hour of stop playing, I have to wash my hands at least 7 times because I couldn't get rid of that stickiness on my hand.
Wow.
And one of the mistakes that I did is that when I put the spray, pass me the paddle.
Yeah.
I went a little bit higher, so I sprayed it all the way out here. So my paddle was sticky all over here. So every time I grab the paddle with 2 hands, I will feel the stickiness on my right hand. So for me, it was a little bit too sticky, and the feeling of having your hands super sticky right after, I didn't like it that much. But it was a good feeling when playing.
So I think part of that is user error, right? So
Yes.
when you want to spray, maybe spray down this way on your grip.
Exactly.
And maybe not too much, right?
Yes.
And maybe turn it while you're doing that.
I think I used too much, honestly.
But other than that, how was it? Did you have any issues with sweat or anything?
No, not at all. I mean, that thing doesn't move. You know, when you put it on.
Things to remember too, and if it's really sticky there, and if you're going to be changing your grip to Eastern or Western Continental, it may be a little more difficult to do that. If you're constantly going to be using Continental grip, then I think that's going to work out great for you, right? And just be aware that this thing is about $35, so it is a little pricey. And then afterwards, you said your hand was sticky through most of the day. So how did you get off? Just soap and water? Or?
Soap and water, but like 7, 8 times. I mean, it took me forever, honestly. I couldn't get rid of that thing.
Okay.
One thing here, especially playing paddle in South Florida, it's very humid. It's very hot.
Yeah.
One thing that I tell all my students is, when everybody use an overgrip. So when your overgrip start losing that, tackiness feeling, it's time for you to change the grip. Sometimes I see players that they use a grip for weeks and months, and that grip is so saturated with sweat that it doesn't work anymore. So if you sweat a lot, you might have to change it every day that you play. You know what I mean? Right before.
I wish I can change every set.
Yes.
Sometimes it's so hot.
Exactly.
And it's the humidity. You're sweating like you wouldn't believe.
And there is no worse feeling that every time you hit that ball, the racket moves. The racket moves, and you have to be readjusting the grip. So just change the grip. Make sure that you buy quite a few grips, especially the ones that you like. And same thing with grips. We're gonna do a review on grips. Every grip has a different feeling, and for me, I'm very peculiar with what grips I use because I like it. Some very specific grips, but you got to try them all and see which one fits better for you as well.
Yeah, and remember, you can buy this Casa Padel.
Yeah.
Online or at their stores in the Dolphin Mall or over in Open Paddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one. This is another option here, and this is what I use. It's by Gamma Gut, and this is just a towel, as you can see, but it's a tacky towel. It's really tacky, and so what I do is I put this in my pocket, and then I just put it in my pocket. I grab it and I come out, and it's tacky. It works really well. I tend to always use this. But remember, you keep it in your pocket, your whole pocket's going to be tacky. But it isn't as bad as this when it comes to afterwards, because it kind of wears out more quicker than this.
Yeah.
I mean, because you constantly have to be putting your hand in your pocket.
Did you have the same feeling with this?
I think this is a lot more stickier.
Yeah.
So if you use a continental grip all the time and you just don't want it to move and you don't mind washing your hands, this is the way to go. If you change your grip a little bit here and there, so you want to be able still to move it a little bit, but you still want that grip, this is probably the way to go. But remember, you're gonna have to be using this a couple times during each set by putting your hand in your pocket, touching it, and then or when you go through breaks, put it in your bag and hold on to it, and then now you have a little bit more grip. It works really, really well. This you can get anywhere. It's really reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I think it's like $5 or $8, but it's not as sticky as this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tend to lean towards this, just because I like to move my grip a little bit depending on each shot. All right, so what did you think, Julian, about the Gamma Gun?
Honestly, I seen this product. I was playing maybe a few months back. One of my opponents was using it, and I asked him what it was, and I used it a little bit, and I was really, really impressed with this product. I mean, it's that you get that stickiness on that grip, and it's easy to use. You can use it numerous times. I don't know honestly what they put on what material or what it's made of, but honestly, it really works. I mean, I was very, very impressed with the quality of this grip. The tacky towel and how it works. So I really highly recommend this product if you tend to sweat a lot. Seth puts it on his pocket. I have usage, just keep it on my bag every time I switch size, every other games, just put it on my paddle. And it really makes a difference, honestly. Every time you hit a shot, you have that feeling of you're holding the racket well, thanks to this grip. So I really highly recommend this.
And this is a known brand in the tennis community, Gamma. They've been doing strings and products for tennis for a long time. So I believe this is originally for tennis product, but this can easily be used for paddle product for sure.
Yeah.
Let's give these two products a rating. So what do you think, Julian? 1 to 10 on the Foron?
Because of the after forever tackiness, I will give it maybe 7.53.
Wow, getting really technical there.
Yes.
Specific on
7.53. Yeah, it's good, but that extra after I play, having that really
tacky feeling
didn't like it that well.
Okay.
I will give this 9.2.
Wow.
Yeah, this one I really liked it.
All right, so I this here, I'm gonna give probably a 6, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is pricey. Okay. Number two, it is a little too tacky for me, and that's just me because I move my grip around. So if you're somebody who doesn't, then you might like this. So I give it about that, a 6. This one, I give it a 9 for sure, just because I use it all the time. It's grippy. Why I won't give it a 10 is because I've kept it constantly be using it every 2-3 times through the set. But I guess if it was stronger, then maybe I would afterwards have that grip and I'll have to wash it off. So I'm not sure. So that's the only reason why I give it a 9. But I think both these products will be really great, depending on how you play and what your needs are.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about techniques of how to keep the sweat off your hand. And I'm gonna show you guys what I do. So I use obviously a sweat band here, and I put the sweatband like so. And when I use my paddle, I put it right over this. And what seems to happen is when you sweat, your sweat's coming down here or even down your arm, it goes down. And for some reason, it's best to hit here, or if the sweat comes down here, it's going to absorb into the sweatband. If you didn't have the sweatband, I think what happens is, pretend we didn't have this, when you put your arm down, all the sweat comes down to here and hits this cord here. And then the cord, it comes down here and it actually goes to your hand and vice versa. So by having a sweatband here and just having the cord over here, this helps eliminate a lot of excess sweat getting into your hands. And that's what I also do. How about yourself? How do you avoid sweat in your hand?
I mean, that's why receptacles are all about for. And what Seth was doing, was saying it was exactly the same thing. How do we get the sweaty hands? Main reason is water, sweat dripping down your arm. It goes down onto your wrist. You're always down here, so the tendency is for the sweat to go down. Shirt and arms and all that sweat will end up in the grip. So that's why the wristband stops the sweat going onto your hand. That's option number one. Then using all these different products and the grips and changing the grip quite often helps you to maintain the sweat away. But it's something that you can get rid of it. You have to learn how to deal with it and use the right equipment for you to have the best experience while playing paddle.
Now, if you have unlimited funds, you can always have like 6 to 8 paddles there, and you could just use each one. As soon as it gets sweaty, just grab the other one.
If you see the professional paddle players like Sancho and all these guys, Sancho now it's sponsored by this, they use this, but they will change grips every time they switch sides. So every 2 games they're changing the grip, especially in sweaty conditions, because for them, missing 1 or 2 shots because your grip is sweaty can cost you the match.
Yeah, the worst thing is when you go take a shot and you hit it maybe not in a perfect sweet spot, maybe a little above, and then your whole racket moves and the ball does not go where you want it to go. It's the worst thing. And the ball goes out and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's the worst feeling ever. But anyways, you can get all these products over Casa Paddle. Remember to use our coupon. What's our coupon's name?
Padel Smash 10 to get 10% off.
Right there, use that. You get 10% off all these products. Or you can just go online at
casaspaddle.com.
Yep. Or you can go visit them at Open Paddle. They have a spot there. Or over at the Dolphin Mall, they have a kiosk there.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications.
And remember, it's free $99. It doesn't cost you anything to hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for tuning in to Padel Smash Academy. We hope you'll find our videos informative, helpful in improving your game and learning all things paddle.
So until next time, keep improving your game. And remember, learn, play, and share.